Good afternoon, guys. It is Saturday, 31st of January, and we are day 3 in Berlin, back at the World Money Fair here, accompanied by Sound Money Stacking. Now, I thought I recorded an intro to this video, but unfortunately, I forgot to press record. Rookie mistake, I know. So, day 3, the main plan here is to pick up one of these Japanese mint sets that sold out on day 1. As many of you might know, I am a bit of a Japaholic and absolutely love the mint sets that get released. Now, this one I'm after is the World Money Fair exclusive 2026. And as you can see here, I arrived just in time. I believe they only had about 50 left in stock, and I was lucky enough to snag one. Now, these are just base metal coins, but I just love collecting them. And as you see there, we have the booty. Stay tuned for an in-depth look at that. Following on to that, I again find myself hovering around the MDM booth here. Now, see, I decide to pick up one of these 10-gram Samoan Beerstein. Highly collectible. I thought, you know what, I'm going to pick one of these up for my son. But I also noticed that they are doing fractional gold, which I'll come back for later on. But check out some of the stuff here. I also pick up one of these pretzels that you can see here on the right. Highly collectible items. I believe there's only just under 2,000 made. And again, stay tuned and I'll show you an in-depth look.
Yeah, okay. 39 euros.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, and for you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Now, at this point, I was contemplating hitting up the Perth Mint, but it had been completely wiped out after day 1. So I just decided to have a wee wander about and see where the day takes us. I'm quite happy I managed to pick up my Japanese mint set, but I need to pick up some more bits of shiny silver. Now, after day 1, the price was £85 per ounce. Now, I believe it did crash down to the 60s, which I was hoping to pick up some bargains, but I think the prices were pretty much set in stone. Now, I've decided to leave in quite a lot of footage of me walking about here. Now, that's just simply to give anyone who hasn't been the idea on what to expect from a World Money Fair. I can see it's absolute chaos. I end up back over at the Austrian Mint. You can see here they've got the skis out to do, I believe it's a Nintendo Switch they've got. Never got a chance to race TSE here, but yeah. And we head over to the Tower Mint, which was one of the main exhibitors. Based in Gibraltar, I believe. Don't quote me on that one. But you can see here I am wandering about trying to figure out what should I buy next.
Sorry, can you buy, or is it online only?
No, only online.
That's no problem, thank you.
So this is another thing I was coming up against. A lot of exhibitors were only displays. You could only buy online only, which I was a wee bit disappointed with, but I mean, it is what it is. I took a wander over to the CIT booth here, another great distributor here. I was quite interested in the portal rounds. As you can see here, the topography rounds are absolutely amazing. The Grand Canyon can be seen here. But these other rounds, the Grand Europe rounds, the relief on these are absolutely amazing. Again, the price, I couldn't really justify it, but it did win Coin of the Month in August 2025. Just check these out. These are fantastic collector pieces. As I was wandering by, I did clock this signage here for one of the new 1/50th ounce of Krugerrands. You know, it is a very small coin, but I thought, you know what, I need to have one of these. It's one of the smallest Krugerrands.
Is the Krugerrand for sale, the 1/50th?
No, unfortunately not. It didn't arrive on time, so
God damn it.
Unfortunately not.
Do you know if it will be here for the fair at all?
No,
absolutely not.
Unfortunately not, no.
That's no
Still
problem.
on the way, so from Africa.
No problem. Thank you very much for your help.
Well, guess I'm not picking up one of those. Let's see if we have a closer look at this. Maybe enhance it up a little.
Enhance. Enhance. Enhance.
Just print the damn thing.
Heading on over to Kinesis booth and spotted this. Well, I suppose I can't say Pringle for licensing reasons, but this is one of the biggest regrets, is not picking up one of these bad boys. Found this booth handing out free, what you could call gold backs, Verarium. 25 milligrams. I actually picked up a few of these. Every time I walked by, they were throwing these out at people. Wish I walked by a few more times, but you can see here they're UV activated. I don't know how well this is coming on camera, but the bioluminescence in these is just superb. In fact, I donated one of these to TSC for a giveaway on his whatnot. If you were a lucky one to win it, let me know in the comments. So checking out some vintage gold pieces here, along with these giant kookaburras. Everybody loves a kook. Speaking of TSC, it's almost time for his whatnot to go live, so we head on over to Hall 2 just to check in with him and have a wee mooch about. I absolutely swear that I had to control every bone in my body not to tackle this dude. I mean, check out, he's just begging for it. Heading on over to Perth Mint, I got a fantastic bargain off these guys. They weren't very good in negotiating prices, but I was able to talk them down to €110 from €130. Picked up one of the PAX rounds with the peace stuff. Absolutely amazing quality. The guy reached over to the table from a stack and picked me up one and handed it over. It wasn't until he handed it over I realised he'd actually gave me one of the proof rounds by accident. So that was a nice lucky win there. Next to Pressburg, we head over to the New Zealand Mint, also known as Agoro. I had heard Cobra talking about these Monopoly boards, and you know, again, this is another thing that I wish I picked up. Fantastic price. You are getting an ounce of silver with it, but as you can see here, all the mints are allocated on this board. Again, having a look at some of these, fantastic. I mean, that paper airplane is just screaming out to me. I wish I picked it up. Bit of nostalgia here. Transformers. Have to take a couple of pics, you know. This is like being a kid in the 80s. Love a bit of Transformers. After I was done slavering over these Transformers, I decided to head on over to the whatnot stage. On the way, I see Numismatic giving me the evil eye. Again, still trying not to tackle him. Checking out these gold backs here. What are your thoughts on these? I think they're more a collectible item than anything else. But, I mean, check it out. Everyone needs a pirate lady.
The one you got to think is with the gold-silver ratio, if you're holding silver.
Did check out these silverbacks, but at the price, I believe it was €39 for one. I couldn't justify it. I mean, they are beautiful, but at €39 I couldn't. Checking out the sexy TSC and CY Sterling there, setting up for whatnot. I was on refreshment duty, but did manage to photobomb the stream. But did you catch it? Let me know in the comments. After a while, headed back out into the main hall for a little mooch about. I think at this point the money was burning a hole in my pocket. Wanted to pick up a few more bits of bullion before heading out to the marketplace. Had to head back over to Germania, but unfortunately they managed to sort out the issue with the fractional gold. Had a little look at the Canadian Mint. As you can see, a lot of fantastic pieces here, and again, this is another place where I wish I hit on day one, because it was absolutely sold out in most items. A lot of these things were display only at this point. A lot of things were a wee bit more than I would like to pay, but with the price hike, etc., it was more than justified. I've seen these rolls of the $2 coins, the Tuis, I think they're called. I don't know an awful lot about them, but, you know, I might need to do some research and pick up some next year.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, how are we?
Can I help you with anything?
I'm just having a wee look about.
Sure.
Slim pickings, I take it you get wiped out the first couple of days?
We did, yeah.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
probably at half the SKUs that we started with.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
Is there something specific you were looking for?
Silver, 1 ounce silver bar, but long gone.
We had them. We brought maybe 50, 60 of them, and they were gone within a few hours.
Oh yeah, definitely. It is what it is.
Sorry about that.
No, it is what it is. You know, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you.
As you may see here, you can find the sun. The sun is a silver coin with natural stone.
Another mint which I think is quite underrated is Czech Mint. As you see here, I'm checking out this round here, €70 at the time. But check it out, the Czech Lion. I regret not picking up one of these.
So, what's the weight of the small coin here? Is that
Half gram.
Half gram?
Yeah.
Yeah, half gram. That's fine. Language barriers. Yeah, love it.
Tiny and cute.
Yeah, I'm looking for my son. I'm contemplating.
So again, we're back over at MDM. I seem to always gravitate towards this booth, but this is where we notice the fractional gold Harry Potter rounds. These are 1/200th of an ounce. I mean, €29 for a 1/200th. It was okay. I could justify that. Picked up a few of these for my wife, as she is a big Harry Potter geek. Also picked up another Beerstein for my nephew. Again, these are great wee gifts, especially if we've got young stackers in the family. After here, we took a wee wander and found a wild silver stack stacker, so we decided to meet up and have a wee mooch about.
How you getting on? You spent too much?
See why Ben have just got this? Just starting it.
Oh, they're just starting it? There you go, I picked up a 10 grand silver coin for €30. Aye. Oh, it's too much, man. I'm trying to pace myself. I ended up walking back to Perth Mint as well. I'm like, I'll come back. I picked up a half ounce for the Austrian Mint for €58. It's a guy wearing lederhosen, so I don't know if it's your cup of tea or no.
I think I've seen him walking with it.
Aye. That'll be me later on, so it will.
One thing that caught my eye when we headed over to the Italian State Mint here was these folks engraving what would be the Winter Olympics. So these were the Milano Cortana 2026 Winter Olympics medals getting made. After that, we got some free chocolates at the Swiss Mint. I decided to leave a little souvenir behind of one of my Berlin poker chips.
There's a silver proof. €110. Oh, I'm just going to set that there. Somebody will get it.
Check out this 3 ounce beauty of a coin. A lot of the Rings fans out there. Oh my god, I wish I picked up one of these, but you know, with the price, I couldn't justify it. Now it's time to head out into the independent distributor booths. This is just a melee of everyone. I've left a lot of footage in here so you can get an idea on how chaotic and busy it is. Unfortunately, I think at this point my DJI was starting to play up, as you'll see later. I did manage to break it, but we got as much footage as we can. You can see this guy here is absolutely giving me the death stare. Can we just give props to this guy on demonstrating the proper way to eat a banana? You know, the manly way. Well done, dude. So at this point we're checking out some coins that this dealer has. Unfortunately my camera was pointing up the way instead of down, so you're not getting an idea of what I'm actually seeing here. But he did have some good buys, I have to admit. I didn't take him up on them at that point. Finally realised my camera was pointing up the way and managed to sort it out. Now check out some of these coins here. I mean, 420 euros. I mean, that was a beautiful coin. I would love one in my collection. Again, I'm going to have to come back with more money next year and pick up some of these kind of numismatic things. One thing I did pick up, as many as you know, I am currently doing with my son a world coin album. Now that's going to be one coin from every country pre-Euro. It is a bit of a ball ache, but we're managing it. We managed to pick up another 10 coins, I believe, to fill that out. So now we're only missing 6. So hopefully in the next couple of months we can round it up, but it is obscure countries that are left. Another thing I made a note to myself was to research some of these commemorative euros, the silver ones at least. I need to start having a wee look into, you know, the silver content, the numismatic value, etc., because the fair is absolutely loaded with these. I did pick up a few out of impulse, and yeah, I got some good deals, but, you know, it's one thing I need to research properly. I will say at this point, I will give a shout out to CY Sterling for igniting my passion in base metal €2 coins, the commemorative ones at least. He did supply me with a bag of about 100 of them to start my collection, and you know, my son and I have had great fun filling out one of the albums. Next up, we come across these 1000 escudo coins. Now, these are silver. They're 50% silver at 28 grams. Now, the fine silver content would be 14 grams there. Now, these were going for about 28 euros I managed to get them for. I thought that was a bit of a bargain, so I picked up 3 of these. Any stackers out there interested in world currency in the form of notes? You have got a plethora here. It's not something I collect, but, you know, each to their own. I did see people walking out with big wads of dead currency. You know, currency no longer exists. So at this point, yeah, I did get my euros, and I'm checking out different ones here. Now, you can see on the left of the frame, I will take a wee zoom in here. I picked up this one in the middle, the 59 euro one. It's the 20 euro German. I will show this in depth on the pickup video, but, you know, I'm not sure if I got a bargain, but if you know more about these, please let me know. So after this complete and utter culture shock, guys, we met up with each other, had a coffee. We noticed you can still see a bit of the Berlin Wall standing from outside this rail, which we found quite fascinating. decided, let's grab a cab, head on back to Fredrikstad and get ready for the night. We were meeting up with a couple of the boys at the Malia, Cobra included, and decided to go out for a couple of beers. Noticed this guy at the traffic lights juggling. I thought it was quite fun. So headed back to the hotel, got ready for the night, and headed out with TSC, CY Sterling, and Sound Money Stacking. TSC recommended this sushi place, so I thought we'd give it a try. I was quite dubious, and when we arrived there, it's a Japanese restaurant run by an Indian guy with a Chinese cook. I wasn't expecting much, to be fair, but I'm telling you, it was one of the best bits of sushi I have ever tasted in my life. Highly recommended. Please check it out.
So this is going to be a prize for the next book race, guys. Let's see what we can get up. Here we go, guys. Look. What do you want? What are we after? Do you want a Minecraft door? Do you want a Panda door? What's everyone wanted? Minecraft door? Well, he's going to be now. I can't get up. I think I might have. Oh, random. Oh! Right, okay, no messing about this time. Let's get one. Yeah! Got the money back for the first one. Come on, that's how we roll.
Yes!
Dog race prizes. Next time at 7 o'clock, you'll be winning one of these to take home, my friend. Come on. Unicorn dog and monstrosity dog.
Got a monstrosity.
With that, we headed back to Malia, got a couple of beers with some of the boys, met some absolute legends, too many to name, but, you know, it was good getting to know each and every one of you, and I can't wait to come back next year.
Got you a pint, Cobra.
Good morning, guys. It's the last day. We're getting packed up and heading home. Now, I'm recording this on my phone because yesterday my DJI camera, which I used to record most of my footage, decided to take a swan dive at the fair. So it is going to need to get sent for repair when we get home. So I just wanted to record this video just to say a massive, you know, thank you to everyone in this community. The guys I met here are absolute legends. The welcome that we received was second to none. This is my first time in Berlin with the guys, and you know, I'll definitely be back. Maybe spent a wee bit too much, more than I wanted, but nah, we got some good bargains, got some good deals, and I think we've kind of made friends for life here. Shout out to Sound Money Stacking, Trudell, Eurocoin Hunter, CY Sterling, the Stack Collector, the big unit that is Cobra, Silver Stag Stacker. God, who else did I meet? I think I've met too many people that I can't keep up. We're getting the processing packed up here and we're shooting off home later on. But I think we're just going to have a wee decompression day before we hit the chaos of the airport. As you see, I've not long woke up. The beard is not brushed. A wee bit rugged looking. After the show last night, we went for some sushi. Never thought I would have good sushi in Berlin, but there you go. Absolute amazing recommendation from TSC. So what's been my highlight of this trip then, guys? Well, the highlight obviously has to be the World Money Fair. You know, as especially someone from Scotland who we don't really have coin fairs. Going from those tiny fairs to that's a culture shock and a half. It's sensory overload, I think is the best way to put it. Had fun. But other highlights out with that, I have to say, going for cigars with TSC and COI. Lovely bunch of guys, getting to know them a bit better. What else? Samurai Museum, you know. I'm quite disappointed it wasn't just some random guy's shed and he was like, check out my sword, you know. But no, it was an amazing exhibition, I have to say. It's the personal collection that guy's amassed is just chef's kiss. Other highlights of the trip, I have to say, I have seen my life flash before my eyes several times. Getting in cabs over here is certainly an experience. I'm pretty sure my arse was leaving bite marks in the seat, but
Yeah, TSC, CY, Sound Money, they'll be able to let you know what the cabs are like over here. Absolute chaos. Nah, just honestly, a lovely bunch of guys, and a complete credit to Stacker Social. A bit disappointed that some people couldn't make it. Not as disappointed as them, I might add. But no, I'll be coming back next year, and I hope to meet even more people. What's the plan for this morning? Well, I'm going to go and check the situation with the bag drop. I'm going to head out to... I think I'm going to head out to the Bud Spencer Museum. Yeah, Bud Spencer, that's just round the corner. I'm going to check that out. And I think I'm meeting up with Sound Money and CY. I think we're going to hit up the cathedral. We were going to hit up the wall, but the roads are like glass out there. It's very frosty. So maybe walking along the river isn't the best idea, but we'll see what the day brings. And then we're going to shoot off the airport around about 2-3 o'clock, and then just get something to eat, chill, and then it's off to Amsterdam and then on to Scotland. So I'm hoping flights aren't delayed. I have really enjoyed my time here, but you know, I'm looking forward to getting home. Bit bizarre. I think this is the longest, this is the longest in a while I've been without my family. Although you guys have been surrogates, I have to say, I do miss my own creature comforts, I have to admit. But anyway guys, I've rambled on long enough. Please stay tuned. I'll be getting the videos up very shortly. But until next time, peace.